Dinorwic Quarry, also known as Dinorwic Quarry, is a large former slate quarry home to the Welsh National Slate Museum, located in the villages between Llanberis and Dinorwic in North Wales. At its height at the turn of the century, it was the second largest slate quarry in Wales, and thus the world, second only to the Penrhyn Quarry in Bethesda, which at the time was the largest slate quarry in North Wales. Dinorwic Quarry covered 700 acres consisting of two main sections with 20 galleries in each. Extensive internal tramway systems connected the quarries using inclines to transport slate between the galleries. Since its closure in 1969, the quarry has become the site of the National Slate Museum, a regular film attraction and extreme rock climbing destination. So that's what it has to say online about the place. If you want to know more about the place, there is literally tons of information about this place online, and many videos of fascinating history into the insights of the workings, some videos of some of the galleries of the little steam locomotives running up and down. It really is quite interesting. So again, hope you enjoy it. What are we on now? What's this? What are we on now, Chunk? What's that?
Housekeeping.
What am I looking at? Oh yes! That is pretty cool. I can't remember what people call it, but it's some sort of weird pool. Like a tank which is not really good anymore. Mind your foot in. You see that pool down there? Look at that. Look how clear it is. Well, the techie electrical side of me has noticed that. Again, GoPro, I wish I had a camera with a lens. Isolators on the side. Hope you can hear me because the wind. I've got a microphone with the GoPro, but when you plug it in, because it's an old Hero 4, the screen goes off, so I don't know what I'm filming. I might have to use that when we get a bit higher because it is starting to get windier. But again, beautiful views. Again, this track, the Fox. What do you say you call this? The Fox's Trail. Fox's Path. So it probably would have been one of the main manways up to the top part of the quarry, but what I thought was really interesting is a wear on these steps. Okay, a lot of this is probably from modern times, but I mean, that's a lot of people coming up and down this. Oh, again, compressor pipes here, look at that. It's not going to hold air, is it? Keep showing it with the views. Stunning.
That's fresh water.
Oh, I wouldn't drink it. Adam's reconstructing the path.
You need more than one day on this.
That's not going to hold air. Yeah, I mean this path. So I'm staying behind the girls because it is pretty bad. Make sure they don't go backwards by accident. But it's pretty steep. We were just down there a second ago. Yeah. And as usual GoPro style, the battery is about to die. It's holding on in there. We're going to be here all day if you continue rebuilding this.
The issue is the people standing off the edge and knocking it off.
You're right, Tilda.
It's an old electrical post. There's the cap. So these would have had the isolators on it. Adam's still rebuilding the fence.
Housekeeping.
This is interesting. Look at this. A little bit of the old handrail for this whole path. But this is, as Adam explained earlier on, looks like the bit of the flat bar rail they had, but all the bends and stuff, and it's right in down there.
This is Penny Garrett level. The main canteen or nappy or cabana they call it in Welsh is here, and then you've got the modern toilet block over the side and some of the checkway offices, Ruston shed.
There's a railway shed. When you say Ruston, it's for a locomotive.
Just store it in there in the night.
Yeah.
blast shelter.
We're on tea. We need tea. I might have to deploy the microphone in a minute. Getting windy. I don't have a muff on the GoPro. That's pretty cool. No train tracks left, but apparently this was a little shed for the locomotive. Oh no, there is train tracks. There you go. The remains of the chairs. Tracks used to go in there. We've already gone out there somewhere. All sorts of stuff up here. The old roof on that place there. Incredible. More stuff here, some buildings. Pretty cool. Let's have a look. Put the light on so we can see what we're doing. Oh, look at this. Someone's made a little bench for the goats to sit on. This place is, there's lots of goats here. Adam. I mean, just that's why it's still here. These buildings here. What is that? So I think Adam's found the, as he calls it, log house. Log house. It's otherwise known to most normal people as the toilet. Again, that's quite stuff that's interesting. You know, electrical connections or phone connections, probably. If it might be an office, this, who knows? Oh, look at that! Again, a bit of noise, probably. Let's have a look in here. It's quite interesting. Wow, look, it's the roof still in. See what's on the roof? An old office or something. The elitist society have left the junk here, as you can see. Oh, it pisses me off. Look at this. Some of the old braided cable. The rubber inside just completely gone. Oh, isolators. Look at that. Again, the big roof, look at that. Those beams. They weren't messing around. Yeah, some sort of office. Pick your pay up or weigh Slate. I don't know. My brother's gone and walked off, so we'll never know. Junk? What was that in there for? Do you know what that building was?
Whoa, boys!
Oh, hello. Let's go and have a look. Woohoo! Oh, it's what is it? Oh, look at that. What's that? Pipe.
Black rod.
Oh.
Noel's favourite.
Noel's favourite, that is it. Bit of black rod.
No, Tilda.
Oh! Let's had some failures going on in here. Oh, look at that. There's a tank in there. Yeah, maybe not a good idea to be in here.
Yeah, there's a tank up there.
I know.
Vessel.
God, is this something you've not noticed before, Chunk?
Nope.
Wow.
Tilda!
Do you know, Chunk? Do you know what this was in here?
Yeah, well, you're checking it, clocking it out.
Ah, because it does give the, it's very office. And you don't clock in.
Minutes, you ain't clock in, you get doctored.
Wow.
But yeah, you come in here, do your clock in.
Because I was just saying before, look at the ceiling, it's all still here.
Stuff.
Yeah.
On the other side of the mountain, but it's all done properly.
Incredible.
Look,
Pointed out
switchboard is all
little
been,
idiots.
look at this.
Yeah, yeah.
Fancy patchwork on
Yeah, yeah.
this piece of slate. Interesting.
Oh, I didn't notice that. So that's a slate.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
Probably blinder because it's blue. Nice supply.
Yeah, yeah.
switchboards.
The old ice they used to use them, didn't they? In where they had the old knife switches and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's your footy. So you keep your food in there. You're covered.
Yeah.
Someone's had all the wood out to burn on the fire, of course.
Yeah. Well, imagine they probably had a roof in it until someone burnt it all.
I remember the door in here. Oh, the door thing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cabin.
Yeah, the black.
Yes.
It's just my mind the wind noise a minute. Let's get out the wind, have a look. The Urbex Warren, is it, this one?
Yeah.
There's some interesting stuff over there. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's have a look at this. Oh, what a shame. He vandalised. Well, Urbexed. Interesting little room. Unfortunately, everyone's left their mark. This seems to be the way these days, and this one's turned into a rubbish bin. That's typical. Looks like someone's been trying to keep out the elements. A lot of graffiti. Again, ceiling, old metal rails. Someone's put some plastic windows on it. Very interesting. There's a cushion there. You can have a lie down.
There used to be loads of stuff here to have a fire and that.
Wow. Oh. When was that? 2000? Yeah. Well, it's a shame that people are going. Oh, I didn't see that one there.
Yeah.
You see that one? It's like a coal room, is it? Quite dirty, that, isn't it? Look at the rubbish. It's just, there's just no need, is there? Just no need. Just pisses me off. That's pretty cool. Made out of an old, an old gas thing.
Interesting, James. They pulled the original stove apart to do that. This is the remains of it here.
Oh yeah, and that would have been on the centre, is that?
Yeah, right, got
Yeah.
put the old teapot was in here too. The lid off it. The remains of the kettle used to be in here. Not genuine good. There used to be a load of coats in here.
Pretty cool, eh?
Come on, you.
This would have been like a little sort of rest room then, I take it.
This is where they have the snapping.
Snapping, oh yeah, yeah.
Your baits in here.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Well,
Look at all this wire here. So was this for the overhead?
yeah, Blondins.
What were they called?
Blondin. That's a tightrope walker, the French guy.
Oh, okay. So that's where it's tethered up there, and then you can see the.
There would have been a winch house here, James, in here.
So that's what this is here. It's quite a tall window. So what was this in here? Is this a mechanism to?
There'd be a big winding engine there for pulling the horse on the wire.
Horse on the wire.
Yeah.
So in America they call it a tram, don't they?
Yeah. It's
So over
here.
So what do we call it?
It's an aerial cableway.
Just an aerial cableway. Yeah.
But in Dinorwic they called it a Blondin.
A Blondin.
Blondin, yeah.
Blondin. There's some of the cable from it.
Oh, Silver.
It's been there a long time.
Lines over there. Different wire.
Yeah. There's some cleats. On it, yeah.
Flame inside, lines up.
Oh, hey. Look at this. Wow.
Come on over here, Tilly. That's easy.
Yeah, that's a long way down. Look at that ladder there. Oh my days. See the cable going all the way up there. So that looks like a carriage, which we'll get Adam to explain a bit more about it in a minute, because he knows a damn sight more about this than I do. It's one of the cool things about it. This is one of his hobbies, so he knows more about this than probably most people, to be fair. Don't know what this is. I'm going to pretend to know what it is. Maybe a water tank, maybe? It's got like a... I don't know fitting on it, but... Oh. Could be actually a water tank. Looks like it's folded in on itself. See it there, like big cable coming off that And then another one up there with chains on it. Have a look at that now, see what that's all about. Oh, some more compressor pipe. Oh, so far it looks like it'll hold air. Oh, and this is that scary ladder I've just pointed out. Yeah, I'll have a go at most things, but I ain't going down that. Plus the bottom end of it's gone. Some sort of metal things down there. More little shacks. Urbexer. Wow. And then this, whatever this thing is. Yeah, so yeah, let's go and have a look at this. Nearly went flying then.
Yeah, I can do that in my garden.
You can do that in your garden as you do. Oh wow, it goes up the roof.
So the motor on here, driving a worm gear with a band brake. This is the brake off the shaft of the motor.
So the motor would have sat on here with a shaft going in there, a bit like a lift.
Yeah, like a worm drive.
Yeah.
Reduction. Obviously went for a pulley.
That probably would have been bolted on the outskirts of that maybe.
Big piece of phosphorus bronze.
Ah, hence why it's been nicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
asbestos?
Yeah, it will be.
Cool, we won't touch that.
And on
Yeah,
the
that goes out the...
That'd be asbestos. Because it's brilliant material for that.
there we go, asbestos.
Anything good in the industry is bad for humans.
Cool, don't move it. Oh, see that the wire goes off into the roof on that little pulley.
You've got a foot pedal here with the name that used to be whoever made it on it. You can't read it now because of corrosion. This is a dog clutch to take it out of drive. Some drivers constantly on the centre axle.
Oh, I see. So this is constantly spinning inside this,
yeah,
and that engages in to spin it.
And you've got a second brake, which is a motor brake on this lever here.
So that's on the crank of the motor.
Yeah, and there would have been a power supply to it somehow.
There's a lot of wire on there. You can see it. Look at that. I mean, I won't go touch it because
it's obviously pulled a load in, ready to be reused, and just sat here.
Yeah.
And they shut this part of the quarry down, and that's it. That's to stop water off the road coming on the winch driver here. That's what this guard's for. It's not a guard for you, it's just to keep water off you. Because imagine how fast this span, you get a lot of spray off it, and it wouldn't be unpleasant for a driver. You'd have a stove in here as well. There's the transformer.
That would have been the resistors. Yeah.
All the different speeds with these wires.
So there's a resistor bank, so it would have slowed the motor up and down.
4, 5, 6 speeds.
So
or 5 speed and 1 neutral.
So each one of these plates, they just basically got hot with a load of the motor. How cool that's still here.
This is not fire resistor, you wouldn't understand.
No, it's just...
That's a nice roof above it.
Steel in it. Oh yeah.
Whoa,
maybe not
standing
into that too nice. Is the old heat sink for it. Look at that.
Some nice dodgy rubber.
It's got dripped on. Beautiful. Asbestos, that's what that is.
No,
it's all the good stuff. So that's part of that aerial ropeway. Oh, here we are. We see some of the train tracks here. So not seen too much of that just yet. Oh right, so what's this? This is what used to carry. So this used to go on. Basically like that. Yeah. So this is one of them here. Look at that.
2 wheels to run on it, and 2 wheels to lift and lower the wagon on the end of the hook.
That's what the smaller wheels are for.
So there'll be a stop on the cable at a given point out along the quarry, and it would coincide with a landing stage on the floor where the railway tracks would stop, or big steel sheets. So they'd land the wagon on it.
So it was loaded?
Yeah.
So the amount of weight this thing would have taken?
Wow. You know,
so what's that thing there? Is that to stop it from going any further?
That would be the stop.
Yeah.
Obviously the cable's come down.
Yeah.
But obviously you had a way of oiling it and greasing it up there, and obviously adjusting the cable.
Yeah. So that would stop it there, and then they'd use the cable to lift or lower it down.
I don't actually know what's holding this here. Oh, there's a stop here, stopping it. Someone's actually put a stop on the cable here, and it's hit that. That's what's stopping it.
Oh, I see.
I must admit,
yeah.
You see the amount of greasing. That's quite a heavy duty cable.
So this thing,
all this stuff was made here.
So this thing is still held up there by something.
Yeah.
How many years do you reckon that's been there?
It's been here since the 60s when it's shut. That's the carriage.
So that would have been on the end of this.
Well, that would come up to here, hit that flat.
Yeah.
Hold that, because the cables would run down that, round that wheel and back up again.
Yeah,
And obviously
on a reduction, and then that would have gone. Oh, I see. So that would have been pivoted off there.
Yeah. One cable went off this, round that, down, round that one, back up. This one, and then over the top, over that roller here, and then back to the winding house.
So where did it go from there? Is that why that other thing is hanging off there? Because that would have tensioned the wire down into the roof?
Yes.
Right, okay.
So what would happen is, the easiest thing was to lift the wagon, then when the wagon hit this, then it would move the carriage out.
I see,
and exactly the same in reverse, it would run out and then stop, then lower the wagon. And obviously one being easier than the other, it was a very well calculated way of doing it. But they made all this here. Didn't buy it from anywhere else.
Okay, you can see the wear in those. It's swaying around nicely in the wind. Christ.
There's one other one over the other side of the Quarry, but it's the only one still on the table here.
Yeah. Don't get too close to the edge, whatever you do, crikey.
There's the remains of a listed dumper truck down here somewhere, I remember right. Yeah.
Was that it there? Like a motor? That's a motor, that, isn't it?
No, it was.
Motor shell.
Yeah, I think it was over that side over there. I remember it on the, looking down and seeing it.
You can see the wire there going down. That's a hefty wire. Oh, there's another stop on it. So I bet that's probably only as far as it ever went, look.
Yeah, probably worked right against the...
Yeah.
Why, there's loads of cable on that drum.
So what's this one here? Is this is another winch house for an... So this one would have winched off something else. Oh, there's another carriage to the little winch part of it. Look at that there, another one of those.
It's a completely different direction. So that might have run for a 90-degree sheave here and then ran this one.
Ah, yeah. You can see, it looks like there was look on there, it looks like a little pulley on it. It's difficult to explain, but I think I have seen videos online of this thing in action. Or not all this, but of a similar one in action. In the States, these things were quite common. But they also used them to go down huge inclines, down valleys, where they used to take the ore out of quarries and things like that. Let's have another look in this one here. Probably more of the same, really. Yeah, another drum. Well, this one is all this is layers of goat poo. Electrical panel there. And there's a motor. Ah, there. Okay, so the motor would have sat here. As Adam said before, very similar to like a lift. Would have go through there. The motor shaft would have gone in here, and drove that winch, and well, that went through the window actually. It didn't go through the roof, as you can see. There's nothing in the roof there, so oh no, we're going to go through that. Going through the slot. Oh, interesting. I wonder where that went. Down here? Down there? I don't know. Or maybe it went. Maybe it was completely wrong. Maybe this is. It went through this. Okay, went along there, up to this, and then down. I don't know. I know not. Still, really interesting stuff. All still here. Scary ladder. Air pipe. Yeah, I don't think that'll hold air.
I've seen the remains of the engine of it on another level.
So what we're looking at now?
If you go around there, you see it there.
Just going to go right on the edge.
James.
Boom.
Find a better position for you.
So what this is called is death ladders.
Everyone online, the first was snakes and ladders.
Snakes and ladders.
Obviously,
And up there.
they're still usable, but
Yeah. Oh, some more railway chairs. Look, some remains of some old train tracks.
what's that then? Big lumpy cast iron.
Yeah, they've left the sleepers and the chairs and just nicked the rails, haven't they?
They got so high up and thought sod all that.
Yeah. Do you think this pipe will hold air?
Yeah, atmospheric air.
Yeah, that's not going to hold air.
You can hear the power station kicking in now, James. Hear the hum.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. Oh, there's another toilet there. Look, I might have to use that in a minute.
You can see the dumper truck now.
So
There's the dumper truck.
that's a dumper truck, apparently.
The old Lister Petter.
Oh, well,
Probably a
you can
better
see the diff at the back.
Steering axles.
Yeah.
The engine and gearbox was around somewhere, but they weren't near it. They were somewhere else.
So this is another one of the little blasting hiding holes. Yeah, look at that. Maybe somewhere to have a cup of tea or a poo.
What? Log house.
I think it was a log house.
Yeah, I'll be in there.
We reached the end of the road.
I can see the engine now, James, down there.
So what happened? Did it fall off here or something?
Yeah, the engine down the bottom.
So how did it end up down there?
That's awful.
Idiots pushed it off or something?
Remember, there's a massive hole here. So might be something to do with that. Whether they were trying to scrap it, I don't know. But it's an interesting place for a dumper truck to end up.
Yeah. Cool.
It's a rail system, pretty primitive, you know. See why it's struggled to change over so early on. So this is where they had the massive fall.
This is all slipped down, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you can see the levels.
You're very trusting.
Would have gone under here.
That wall's actually flying buttress.
Lovely. Best get off there then. I think it's time to go back the other way. Alright.
Lovely that level down there. It's always one I really like, there's a view back this way.
God, you can see for miles today. Such a shame we haven't got any sun, but we'll take it.
There's always summer. You told her, you've been here,
I
look.
thought this is pretty cool. Look how small this thing is.
It's a house of near madnesses. Welcome to the house of
Look how small this is.
blast shelter.
Again, it's is that what it is? A blast shelter?
We'd all run in here, someone would
Oh, like
fire,
a-
you'd have to stay in the duration till it's
Like a bench in here or something. Like a tiny little place.
Whoa.
Look at that. Folks back in the day were a lot smaller. I can't even stand up in there. So
Started seeing stars.
as an incentive to get to the next level, we've all agreed to say that we're going to have a cup of tea and a tonic on the next level. Just put my hand over the microphone, it's really windy.
Now there's a bombing tower, James. A traditional stone pillar.
Oh, okay, so that's the chain support coming off it to take the weight. That's pretty cool.
Right,
So what we're looking at now?
right, okay, the wheels on these, 4 corners. And on top of like a disc that turns around, so you'd push the wagons on. You could turn them and run them off, but you stuck at the wear on that. It's obviously seen some use, but it would save a lot of track work over here. I'll show you where
Oh, sheep. I thought you meant goat activity. Oh, now this is interesting. Look at this. This is what I was trying to explain earlier on.
So we've got limited space here, so that thing would run in forwards.
Yeah.
Basically take stuff on and off. So
I see.
complicated it with railways behind you. A bit like a traverse if you want.
Yeah.
But a turntable, so it'd basically be very handy to manoeuvre wagons on and off. These would carry 2 wagons each.
And then they go
They'd run up and down.
run up and down this little
There's
incline.
actually a photo of this wagon at the top with a wagon on it in the 60s before they used it to get some stuff down.
Yeah. So there's a more complete one of these further up. I seem to remember when we were last here.
Piece of timber,
But-
James, that timber used to go right
See
across
the,
the drum house.
What's that? That big
Yobos have done that.
big bit of wood.
That used to go across the front of the drum house up there.
Wow.
The
So
wall rest.
see the old train tracks walking here, supported on these old wooden beams. Look at this. Still here. And this big wire used to attach to this wagon. The wheels on it, and this would have had 2 wagons, 2 smaller slate wagons on, which ran all the miniature tracks around, and take the empty ones up. An identical one of these, which is still probably hanging on a rotten wire up there, would come down that side. So I think we should walk on this side away from that, because I reckon that's probably been still held up there by a 100-year-old rusty wire. Say it again.
I've actually cut the cable off, and it's that seed that's just sat there.
Oh wow.
So after all that trouble, you didn't win, guys. It's still there.
Yeah, there's idiots everywhere. Oh, there's a little path. We'll go along the path. Oh gosh. Heavy breathing. This is the top of that, so we just walked up. Look at the size of these beams. No idea. I'm guessing oak. But look at that. Not going to move it too much. Although something tells me it's probably been up here about 100 years, maybe less, maybe longer. This is just hanging mid-air. I'm assuming there was a was support in the middle of that there somewhere. And now it's just hanging mid-air, but look at this.
Strength of British steel, eh?
The cable was once on there, but it's gone now.
That, will you? 'Cause that's,
I just did, and then I realised that what it was, yeah.
Charlie, that's literally
But,
trying to come down.
Yeah, because someone's nicked the bearings out of it. Oh no, no!
Cast iron on top, bronze on the bottom.
Just not going to go near touch it, but you can just see. I can't go any close because you can just see inside there. The bronze bearing's still in it.
Something
The
interesting.
thieves never had it.
Why these blocks of wood are in here? And I didn't realise this. Is actually if these alter their positions on here, the cable stretching.
Oh, they're to just
make it a bit bigger.
just to alter the distance
Yeah,
without.
so this is how they fine tune the incline. Put these in.
Well, there you go.
As basic as that.
See, North Wales used to be peppered with these things. Every quarry had these incline rollers,
Like cars on the road.
but they've all gone. But it's really cool that this is still here, and you can see
So is this.
how it goes. So the cable come under here, and obviously went over this wheel to stop it from rubbing on the side. But this is out of a truck. We were just looking at the identical one down the bottom there, and this is this one. Oh, you can see the chain there.
This is where it gets its thing.
the wire.
Its name, James, is the tank there.
Oh, what is long?
Obviously,
Tank there.
that's what gives this tank incline its name.
Wow. The tracks are still there. It's just they're a bit. Well, yeah. Incline down there.
98 if you want. You can see them all.
That'd be pretty cool. So this is where the brakeman used to hang out, isn't it? Had his own little fireplace in here. Yes.
And this is where the brake wheel was. Right there. Like a ship's wheel with a rack on this bar, lift up and down. And obviously adjust this
Oh, I see.
rod.
And it pull that lever, that big
Yeah.
lever going across.
Yeah, it would be in here like you know.
So they turn a
inside
big
there.
reel here, which would on a rack.
That's just a bit of old railway track chucked in there, but rack teeth on there.
Yeah.
The gear here, the hand wheel.
Yeah.
Will make
So
this
that
run
would
up
have
and
been
down.
inside there. Oh yeah, it goes down quite deep. So that big lever goes up there. It's like an old bearing or something there. And you can see Adam's turning it. It actually still works. How about that, eh? You can see it holding on that big clamp, and that big band, which is rotted away there, would pull on that and stop it. Wow, I've seen some action. Look at that, it's worn. Or is that just rust?
No, that's where
That's wear inside there. Look at that.
the band's rusted through.
Yeah, it's rusted through that. But I mean, it looks like the asbestos probably come off it, and they just carried on using it.
Just the newness gone.
Yeah, look at this. It's
You don't have one brake. And obviously the only thing you were braking was away the wagon on the wagon.
yeah,
The two would be balanced.
yeah. But again, you can still see the bronze bearings in those axles of that. Look, still in there. Look at the bronze bearings in there. Amazing, they haven't all been.
Steel tyres on cast iron wheels. So if the wheels wore out.
Oh,
they
I
could
see.
Put,
Yeah.
just change them, say making it a complete new axle.
Oh, yeah, you can just see
They
the
really-
wheels.
Really did think ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, because the older ones, these are cast, aren't they?
Steel
So the
tyre
steer
on
tile.
centre.
And then let's see, still on the tracks.
You kind of see where the head of the rail changes to
Yeah.
where the wear is, and the newness is still there. And this has got with the profile of the wheel.
Oh, incredible stuff, isn't it? It's a shame the deck style, and this has probably only got a little bit of it left, hasn't it?
Two rails on it.
So what's holding this up? The will of God?
Yeah, just cast, just seized. So, I mean, look at that round the axle. It's absolutely solid in there. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's just expanded. They ain't going to turn. The only thing you do is slide. But
Yeah, trouble is if that goes, that's going down there. That ain't stopping there. That's going to tumble over and carry on going. I ain't gonna have a look anymore. Now that's pretty cool. So this in here, look at this. More I can fit in here. A chain going around like a huge piece of iron in there. Try and walk through here. What looks like what size are these fixings here? Chain going onto this. It's a big crimp. Oh, you're going sideways.
that's the eye.
Right there. On the top of that. And that big carriage we saw, which was swinging in mid-air, it's still been held up by this.
Not doing much work though.
No, it's
seen better days.
It certainly has, but it's been out in the elements for how long?
Oh, 100 years.
100 years. So the wire doesn't go over it, it goes no chain up there. Again, I'll try and zoom in. I keep saying it's an excuse with GoPro. Excuse the wind. Wind noise and GoPros don't go together. Going too close to the edge. That's where we were a minute ago looking at winch houses. And that there wire comes over this. Around here. Sorry about the wind noise. If it's even picking it up, I don't know. I haven't used this thing so long. The other side there comes down. This one's, oh no, this is the one we saw, it's just hanging down. This one is holding up that mid-air one. Wow, look at that. Crikey.
Very big boy.
That's it's a bit makeshift, isn't it? Dead tree and a giant piece of concrete, kind of all sort of strapped together. So this is the one that's actually still holding up on the carriages. It's not going to hold air. Or that one. I'm not going to go too close to the edge, but look at this. This is just a giant tree. All this here, giant clip, sort of filled with lead or something. And then there's that thing hanging mid-air just there. Adam's just wobbling it around. So still holding weight. Oh no, that moved. Idiot.
Stops the link stretching.
It's like an anchor chain, isn't it, for a ship, but tiny. It's very, I guess they just used what they had available, like, you know, like 2 bits of that, plate. Again, that plate track, and they've just put bolts through. No! Yes.
More that, lead in the joint pipe here, James.
Yeah, I did. I just saw it there. What's this? Oh. Don't know what that is. Adam will probably tell me what that is. Is that a point switch lever?
That's actually a standing gauge point lever.
Oh.
If you turn it over, it might have a name like Davidson or something. Davis pattern lever. Can't see it. Oh, it's a Williams. Oh, get a bit of slate, it'll highlight it for you. You can see that, but Williams, there won't be.
Oh,
1915, actually there is. There's a part number.
Wow.
So
that's a switch for a point, so a lever would have come out here.
Something makers.
Yeah.
LWW makers.
So it had a big lever. Then that would have moved, and it would have closed, opened and closed the point switch, which probably is this here. Yeah, this is like the remains of a bit of track here. So I bet it moved an old switch with the old train tracks.
It's a stub point. It's the nose changed position to allow double flange rail wheels to go through.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's actually on press steel sleepers. There's one of these around the corner I can show you actually.
So the train, the sleepers. Those are the sleepers. They carry the rails.
Complete fabricated turnout. Which
in America they call them ties.
We've got to be different, haven't we?
Yeah.
Boring, otherwise.
We keep saying this, but it's time for another cup of tea and a tonic.
Come on, go, see over there.
What's in here?
Ah, tea shed.
Tea shed.
No, we're not having tea in there. It's like Jurassic World.
Oh yeah, that's not good. Yeah, let's move on.
Somebody's already had tonics and tea. Look.
Oh look, some remains of tonic and sandwich boxes. Again, oh there we go. There's one that's intact. Look.
Hey, James.
Wow. This has still got. Look at that. It's a switch track, and it's well, you can't really see it. I think it looks like people have had a go with it. COVID. Oh! I think that's as far as it's going to go.
Hey, Jay, don't you? Your strength, do you? Yeah, there's the movable nose. See the 2 tracks, how they crossed over from one rail
so
to the next.
So that would have twisted. Yeah, yeah.
Conventional one, they actually have like a gap and they make a banging noise, but this should get a smooth run through it.
I don't think it's going to go.
The two blades would move as two rails instead of a complicated arrangement.
So it's a switch track. So you've got one track there. That would just allow the flanges of the wheels to pass.
Like a shaky.
And the actual blades for the switch to point are just down there, and that would have moved that, and the mechanism, which is all these plates here, would have moved and turned that. Yeah, still interesting. There's still stuff here. I mean, this is just a, well, Adam pointed out, there's a wagon there on its back. There's another little wagon there. That's that winch house we were looking at before.
Neil's driven the loco through the wall.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, is this a, so what was this then? Was this a train shed?
Diesel loco shed.
So, we've still got some train tracks in here. It's pretty cool.
Genuine graffiti on the wall for the miners, above the tiller.
Wow.
Your, yeah. Tilda, come here.
1950.
Wow.
You find the funniest things interesting, don't you? Look, he's actually hit
David
the wall
Owen.
with the logo, look. She's knocked the wall through.
Oh, so is that what that damage there is when the loco parked in here, going a bit too fast?
He's coming too fast.
Yeah.
He's in a rush to get home, I think.
Oh, actually, you know what? I wouldn't go banging things in here. Let's get it. I think it's time we go down there. Look at the. It look a bit rusty, doesn't it?
Can you see that? With the eyes, the ears, and the mane.
Difficult to pick it out. I know where the camera picks it. Yes, there you go. Yeah. Wow. Old graffiti. We'll ignore that bit.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. Light it up. Very cool. Okay, still got the old. This will all be oak, wouldn't it? Do you think? These old lintels. Wow, can't really tell it. I'm filming it. Can't see it. Oh.
Yeah, how do you pronounce this, Charlie? Well, Ponk, tell.
Ponk tell you.
Obviously, Ponk's area.
Ponk tell you.
Bully Black. That Bully Black.
Bully black.
1950. Bully Black bullied the wall and punched a hole in it.
So it's very cool. It still has a window frame in it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look how good it still looks.
See if your PVC beats this, guys.
Look at that. It's
Genuine
amazing.
Welsh pitch
It's actually rock solid. How long's that been here? It's still like that. That's incredible, isn't it?
Are we going up again, are we?
Yeah.
Can I have some tea?
I think it is tea time. Let's find somewhere to sit. Okay, oh, I might have to edit that out. Trouble is, I've got to remember a lot of this stuff. Every bit of video I have to kind of get. And... Oh yeah, look at that. Again, look at this. It really annoys me, this does. Look at this. There's just no need for it, is there? Yeah. Oh, there's a stove in here. Yeah, look at this. Look at that, that's pretty cool. What a strange looking stove.
You've got two kettles on it, haven't you?
Wow.
I used to like the fact they used to use a steam engine fire bars in these, so when the guys leave the locos in the shed at night, they burn fire bars and there's always plenty around to not get in trouble.
Cast, let's say, all smashed up. It's leaving rubbish everywhere.
Not as bad as the bottom, this have actually been due to put a seat in here.
And sit in here and chill out. Look at the roof. Weird, isn't it?
Are they cast?
Wow,
They actually look cast, those. Oh, they are welded. See, but weld. I didn't think they had a welder here. I thought, I remember the first welder.
Seat.
John Edward, 1983.
Was that? Oh yeah. Oh, that's at the base of Snowdon, isn't it? That lake. That's on the miners trail. You go around that from memory. Oh, again, you can see in the GoPro. It's there. Lime mortar. These what's left of it. The weather's just taken it all away now. Yeah.
Beautiful building. This is the famous level in Australia. I think named so because if you were in favour of the management, they'd send you up here.
Really?
Our convicts, Australia. So that's my own thoughts. But
Interesting.
I've had it explained. But you imagine
So
walking
just
all
come
this
from.
distance up here. If I ever work down there,
Yeah, Snowdon there.
it's a 4-mile walk up here.
I pointed that at Snowdon before, that lake. No, it's not. It's over there.
Unusual for the time of
Oh,
year.
look at this.
Air valves.
So it's an air manifold, that is.
Yeah.
See, look, the idiots have left the copper in there, or
Good luck to get them out.
yeah, left a lot of valuable metals up here, didn't they? So this is another compressor house. I don't know what that is. What was that junk?
That's a water tank for all the saws, water for the saws.
Oh, okay, cooling.
Motive.
Cool network of pipes up here. Just, I mean, this is how it was. This isn't just been abandoned and pushed here. This is how they had it, isn't it?
Yeah, everything's left as it.
And then the pipe work here, all compressed air. I mean, they're serious sized pipes, aren't they? You can see that go into that level we've just been at down there. So,
The main level the locos are doing here.
so there was a steam locomotive on this level.
Yeah, they actually abandoned one here, which now is at Llanberis. No, Lake Railway.
Okay,
They actually stripped it apart and left it up here. The last loco to leave the quarry.
okay.
It's called Alice.
All right. Is it in preservation now then? Is it?
It's running. It's owned by a chap called Julian Burley. You can see it and have a ride behind it by Lake Railway.
Oh wow.
But she was left abandoned up here. Just to add to that. So you've got another set of cell number 10 compressors in here.
Wow. Let's have a look. I've seen a lot of compressors today. It's going to have some more. This has got some advanced.
Less graffiti and the size of how big the belt was. Look, the size of that for a belt.
Oh wow.
That is not a piece of carpet tile. That is a leather belt off this. Hence the diameter for that wheel.
Good God.
And that would be flying, probably that angle, right across to the motor.
Which would have sat on the plinth.
Just there.
Yeah, that first compressor house we saw, there was more motor left.
And there's a
But-
piece of it on the side of the.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's the air
someone's
cylinder.
actually chopped the belt off this. It used to
Oh
go-
wow, you can see a big chunk of it over there. Yeah.
I'm going to be.
Someone's had a bit of bearing off this one. They've had to go at the bearings.
Never took these out though, they're still in.
Yeah,
But
on the
look how
crank.
much corrosion is.
Yeah, a lot of this is dust. You don't want to disturb too much of this dust because it ain't going to be healthy for you, is it? Was there another Ingersoll round then?
Yeah, someone took the belt off it,
Crikey.
look. I think this is the last one mounted.
Trying to put the belt back on it. Fair
I
enough.
can't do it now. How do you think they did it? There's some feces.
Oh,
That may spin off for a while.
wow. Yeah. Yeah. Someone's kicked it off, so it was on there for a while then.
I remember it draped off the flywheel.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's so this is the air intake, this one, or is this one the outtakes?
That's the intake.
Oh, so there's not really much in the way of filtering on that thing.
First,
The size of the thing. No cover there, look.
probably worse than expert.
Yeah. Adam's getting involved. Look at an old light pendant there, look. The old conduit's still here.
Dust, James, look at this.
Oh, no. You don't want to be breathing any of this rubbish in. So look at these here. These would have been cooling then, these little taps here. Yeah, because that's a little drain.
You'd see tongue dish.
And so Adam is pretty persistent. Look, he's rebuilding the place bit by bit. Get the belt on there, we'll get the thing up and running in no time at all.
Just get a big lister ends up here.
So how this worked, this belt went to a motor over there, spun this giant flywheel, we spun that crank,
Yeah, I'll give you guys an idea what you should do now when you come up here.
which turned that, which pushed this piston in and out, and inside here would have pushed piston in and out, which would have sucked air in. I don't exactly know how it worked. We just sucked air in one end, pushed it out through this manifold, so that would have pushed compressed air, and that one would have pushed air out in here. Which I'm guessing, oh no, that's coolant. I'm guessing, yeah, it went out that way, and it's into that big air reservoir there, and then this big pipe here come out the air reservoir. The size of the thing is huge, absolutely huge. So again, Adam's repairing the place. Almost some of the old switch gear.
So I imagine with a rascal pinion like that, it was obviously some sort of.
I'd imagine a speed controller, yeah, some sort of array, some sort of resistor bank maybe.
No, I see.
Yeah.
Pick up what was what because something's gone.
Yeah.
The hang line on the floor behind you would support that. I think the local goats have been eating the belt, you know, for some sort of nutrition.
Yeah, this was a pedestal for the motor. So they would have been able to adjust it to keep tension on the belt. Look, how big isolators. That gives you an idea of the size the electric would have been in here. The size of those porcelain isolators.
I'm sure they had an oil cover on top of them, you know.
Yeah, there we go, look at that. Alright, so there's some more electrics here. Oh, that's a piece of the motor there, look. Oh, that would have been the drive pulley. Yeah, you can see where they burnt it off. Where they burnt the pulley off the motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the old pulley which would have, that belt would have travelled along. One hell of a belt. Adam is rebuilding the place. There's isolators there. So the wiring would have come in through here. Maybe gone across there, down to that controller. There we are.
There you go.
So he has literally rebuilt the place. There we go. I was just standing on that a minute ago to get up there.
Fancy doing some house cleaning, guys? A shovel here. So obviously that would have spanned quite fast. That's your splash guard.
This thing must have gone pretty quick then.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's a hell of a thing, isn't it? It's huge.
She's a beast.
And this was all brought up here by those inclines. Get a photo.
Don't normally go into corners of buildings to do this, but I don't know if that'll be there next time I come up. So
Yeah.
yeah, I put a bit back together, some belt on it, to give you guys an idea what went on up here. This is absolutely no information at all compared to what needs to be said about the place.
So this was literally just to contain the air, wasn't it? And it would just like a pressure holding vessel, wasn't
Like a
it?
fuel tank under the car.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, get some volume.
Was there any kind of like safety valve on it? Or would that be in it there? It's just tiny, isn't it? In case it kind of overpressured, or would it just carry on going?
No, there'll be a safety valve.
Would have been on it
Or
somewhere.
the compressor has its own. Once it gets to a certain pressure, it won't make air anymore.
yeah.
They really were ahead of themselves, these compressors.
Well, I like to say to import a compressor from America all the way here, all the way, give you an idea, all the way up here, because this is where we are. I mean, we are high. Hello. There's loads in there. Oh, apparently got more to look at. Yeah. I mean, I can't just fathom how much.
See a workbench there.
Oh wow, look at that. That seems some action, isn't it? Some asbestos on there. Cool.
Fancy an anvil stand?
Oh, there, blacksmith's hood. Look at that.
That's worth more than the anvil now, that.
Yeah, you can still see the chimney up there. What are you looking for? Oh, that's an anvil stand.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So a lot of this stuff in here is just... Oh, see, yeah, we can actually see the floor now. This is what would have been underneath all this. 13 tons of sheep and goat poo. She want tea, does she? Yeah, I imagine it's probably not the most exciting place to be. So this is pretty cool. Seen lots of photographs of this, a lot of other people taking pictures of it. But we just come from in there, where the other compressor is, and look at this. I mean, yeah, they bought them up in pieces, but that's one piece. The whole of this bottom is one piece. Look at the size of it. That's another piece, and then obviously the cylinders. Just look at the size of the thing. Bought up on those inclines. Wow. So again, it's a compressor, air compressor. Still got the cranks in there, look at that. That would have been oil, submerged in oil. That's one of the pistons. Pushed up there. Look at that, still there. Span around. Pushing a piston up in there. It's not an engine, it's a compressor. There's an air compressor for generated air. And what used to sit on there is a giant motor, which is there. That's the outside field winding, well, of the generator. So there'd been all millions and millions of copper wire coils right around that. Commutator's probably here somewhere, junked. There's a transformer, a little bit of a transformer. And that would have sat on there. That was the motor which drove this beast. It's huge. Don't think that's going to hold out. An old electrical panel of some description. Look at all this Probably put in to install it all those years ago. Move that girder around. Amazing. An air cooler that, I think. Yeah, an air cooler jacket. So any air come out of those, that compressor is probably quite warm. Would have gone in there, which would have cooled it. I think. Yeah, 2-stage cooling. I could be wrong on that. I think that's what it maybe is. I don't know. There's lots of other pipes here which don't look like air pipes. Yeah, there's going to be water cooling. Water cooling jacket in there. And come out there. Through there. This, I think, might be the electrical room. Yeah, I don't really know. Probably electrical room. Yeah, there's bits of transformer everywhere. Or they would have had some serious electrics up here. To power all this would have needed a lot of power. This is definitely a window with a view. Let's have a cup of tea. Oh, it's good.
Very rotten.
Very rotten. What's that?
Corrosion and rot. Look.
It's alright, that thing is at least a metre away from Charlie that's just hanging in a roof there. Yeah, we are staying away from the really dangerous stuff like that, which I filmed just before, which is literally just hanging in there. It's just a chain, a chain holding it up. And really, as long as we don't disturb this stuff, we'll be fine, I'm sure. This would make good manure, wouldn't it? Manure, like fertiliser for.
It's free insulation to build a house up here.
Is it?
Come on, guys. Bring your timber up here, nails. You've got everything up here to make a nice eco-friendly house. The utmost recycling challenge. It ain't damaged since life, it's already been done.
Can't get into his flask with one hand. There we go.
I'm not entirely sure what they put in the joints of these Slate tanks, but sometimes they have lead in them. That could be lead, that's why it's white. Enjoy yourself.
What's that?
Enjoy yourself. Have a brew. With a lovely brew with a view.
It is, yes.